Hey everybody, welcome back to Reggie's Cooked into Life's Lessons. And of course, you know I'm always bringing someone special to us so we can learn something. I got Juwan. I call him my dog whisperer, but he's more of a consultant, a dog consultant, because I have these two puppies got for Christmas, and my man is helping me give them the best of care. Juwan, introduce yourself, buddy, please.
Hi, my name is Juwan West. They call me Dog Man. The name of my company is Dog Man Services. What I do is just care for people's dogs.
Because we're going to talk about what you do. You know, that was very polite of you to go at it like that. But I got Juwan here with me. I said, Juwan, will you please be on my show? Because like I said, I call him the dog whisperer because he's my dog whisperer. But Dog Man Services is his company. But me and Juwan, we're going to hook up some Honey BBQ Chicken. And we also going to do some Buffalo Chicken Mozzarella Sticks. Now, for the Honey BBQ Chicken, because I want these recipes to be simple, because we can move along, and this is something that you guys could just throw together in 5-10 minutes, but you know it's more to it than just 5 or 10 minutes, but so that we can hear more of what Juwan has to talk about. But here's the ingredients for the Honey BBQ wings. We're going to need a cup of flour. We need a teaspoon of chili powder. We need a teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and the 20 chicken wings, and barbecue sauce and some honey, because these is going to be barbecue honey wings. Now, because it's only a teaspoon, you know I took and pre-measured my ingredients and put them on a little paper plate, because I could have put them in the dishes, but I'd have 100 dishes for 1 teaspoon of this and that. Plus the fact that I added a couple other ingredients, because like we always say, we cook for taste. Okay, so I'm ready like that, and we're going to pour these ingredients into the bowl of flour. Okay, so now that's in there. So this goes behind us. Now of course we're going to mix this all in. Now, Juwan, because I'm going to be dipping the chicken wings, because we're going to have to preheat the oven. We're going to preheat the oven at 400 degrees, and we're going to put the chicken wings in there. But first, we're going to dip them in the flour, and then put them on a cookie sheet with the parchment paper, and let them do their thing. But while we doing that, while I'm doing this, Juwan, please, if you don't mind. First of all, the first question is, how old should a puppy be before you take them away from their mother?
From my experience, it depends on the dog, the breed, and the size of the puppies. Normally, it's around 5 weeks old. When I start weaning them off the mom.
Oh, that's right. I forgot, because you do breed dogs. Right?
From time to time.
From time to time. He got to share a dog. That's why he said he weans. But that's a great answer. That's a great answer. But that's too young to give them to somebody, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the question. The question was, how old should the puppy be before? Like when I went and got my puppies.
Okay.
I know my puppies. They were, it was early because they was 8 weeks old.
Right.
But that wasn't too young, because I think it says from 8 to...
Yeah, 8 weeks is when they leave the breeder.
They can leave their mother.
And go to their new home.
They can go to their new home.
Right.
Okay? And another thing that... because, I've researched it. My peoples knows that I like to do the research and when I'm going to talk about something. But so what I'm thinking about is, how soon do you take them to the vet?
8 weeks old.
So as soon as you get them, you take them. And that was the answer that I got when I was researching, because it was telling us that me as the researcher, it was telling me that as soon as you get the puppy, you take them to the vet so that the vet can tell you if there's any problems, and it was saying give you information for dealing with heartworms and flea and tick preventative measures. Can you tell us some flea and tick preventative measures, please?
I sell Brevecto.
Brevecto. What's that?
Brevecto is a chewable.
A chewable.
Yeah, it's a chewable that kills and keeps fleas and ticks off your dog for at least 3 months.
So the puppy is going to eat it in the dog food, or is it something?
It's a chewable, so they make it like a treat. And your dog can eat it straight out your hand.
Right on. I like that. So okay, so now that's for the flea and tick. Now, do you give them something for heartworm too, or what? How does that work?
They have other heartworm medicines. Brevecto doesn't kill heartworms. It just prevents heart disease that comes from heartworms.
Oh, okay.
So you have other medicines like HeartGuard and things like that.
HeartGuard is something that will handle.
It'll handle heartworms.
Heartworm.
Yes.
Good. And you say that about 8 weeks is when you can take a puppy from their mom, and that you should take them to the vet as soon as you get them.
Right.
Okay, that sounds good. That and actually that is some of the information that I read. Now, guys, as you see, as we're talking, I'm dipping the wingettes or drumsticks, wingettes into this flour that has the seasoning in it, and I'm just putting it on the cookie sheet with the parchment paper, because this is going to go into the oven, which is, I just turned it on to preheat it, which is on 400, and it's going to go in there for 45 minutes, something like that, because it's supposed to make it crispy. So, in fact, how long have you been into this dog thing, Juwan?
I've been in business since 1998.
In business since 1998.
Yep.
So did you just study this on your own, or did you go to school to get this training, or what?
It's pretty much just all experience. I took a course at Ashworth College, an online course, to get a veterinarian assistant certification.
Right on.
You know, and that was...
How'd you start?
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're back. We get ready to throw this in the oven because the oven's been warming up. You see I have the chicken wings and chicken drumsticks and wingettes all powdered up, and we're going to throw this in the oven. But before I throw it in the oven, I forgot, because Juwan asked me, he was asking me about this, and then I had to let him know that this is the first time that, because he had never seen the wings powdered up like this and going in the oven like this. And I told him, neither have I, because this is the first time that I'm doing these honey BBQ chicken wings. Now, they're going to go in the oven for 45 minutes. So, bam, they in there. We're going to talk about, see, I got my dog man here, Juwan, the dog man. I told you that I have a couple of puppies that I got Christmas time, and he's been the one helping me take care of them. So, you know what I saw, Juwan? I saw something about feeding, what to feed the dogs. So I'm asking you, what should we feed them? Then I saw something, it says, if you think your dog is a little thin, put more into his food, into his plate. If you think he's a little chubby, put less into his plate. But what are some of the nutritional values? Tell us about some of the nutritional values and how we should feed our dog, please.
So this is just my opinion, and just from my experience. As far as you mean, as far as a puppy or an adult dog or any dog?
You tell us,
Okay,
because
so-
well, you know, I'm talking about puppies, but you can tell us because you
Now-
telling us about.
For puppies, it depends. Like, if a puppy is underweight, then I'll feed them multiple times.
Multiple times.
I'll feed them between two or three times a day.
So
If they're underweight,
so you're feeding the same amount, you just feeding them more times.
I feed them. Yeah, I feed them the same amount and just feed them a couple of times a day.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so I'll portion it out, and then I'll just give them one meal in the morning, one meal in the afternoon, and one meal at night.
Now, I did ask you about with my dog, because I'm puppy training them, you know, training the puppies to be in the house. And remember the advice you had gave me was not to feed them.
That was one
There you
thing.
go. Well, go ahead.
So this is how I feed them before they're old enough, before they have all their shots and they're old enough to go outside.
Okay.
So once they're old enough to go outside to control their weight, I feed them once a day. I find whatever time is good for my schedule, and I feed them enough food that'll fill them up and last them throughout the next 24 hours.
Oh, that's just the temp. It's
Okay.
up to temp.
And then what I do is I put them on a schedule. I start walking them and taking them out, you know, and I take them out at least twice a day.
Okay.
And that controls their bowel movements. You understand? And that's just what I do as far as feeding.
Now, folks, now we have the wingettes in the oven. They're going to be in there for 45 minutes. And again, they've been floured, seasoned with the flour, and they're in the oven. But we're also going to make these Buffalo Chicken Mozzarella Sticks. Now, that we need shredded chicken. I put this as a part of the prep. I put the chicken in the oven. You know, I seasoned it overnight, so I let it marinate overnight, and then put it in the oven for like 20 minutes. This is the chicken breast. And then I took the fork, as you see, and shredded it like this. Now, again, this is so simple that I would have Juwan doing something if it wasn't so simple. So I'm just going to grab the, because in here now we're going to take the cream cheese, which I let sit out. It's been sitting out because we want it softened. Because we're going to turn this into, because these are going to be deep fried. These oh my goodness, we're going to enjoy these. We're going to enjoy these. So make sure y'all go through the ingredient list so you can have everything. And then, oops, we're going to, in fact, I smell that chicken already.
Smell good.
It smells good.
Yeah.
And that's my thing too, Juwan. Smelling that food as it's cooking. So again, now we have the shredded chicken and the cream cheese. You see it's soft, guys. So now we got that in there. We're gonna put that in there. Now, and it doesn't call for, this doesn't call for any seasoning, but I seasoned the meat. When I put it in the oven to bake. Okay, so we good there. Now a package of the ranch dressing goes in here. Yes. Okay, so we got the ranch dressing, we got the cream cheese.
I'm in the lab.
Now we going for the cheddar cheese, and we're gonna go for the mozzarella cheese. There. Now we only need a cup of the shredded cheddar cheese. Okay, so we only need a cup of this. That was 3/4 of a cup. So I'll put another quarter in. We like cheese. It's okay. Now I need 2 cups of the mozzarella. Now we got the shredded chicken. We have the ranch dressing. We have the cream cheese. We got the cheddar cheese, And actually now we need 2 cups of the mozzarella. This is 3/4, so I'm putting in 3/4 and then adding about another 1/4 of cheese. On it all over the place. Now, can't forget the 1/2 cup of buffalo sauce. This is going to give it the spice of life. And I'll just put 2/3 of a cup in there. Now that's the 1/2 cup. We cook for taste. We cook for taste. Now, you see where we at, Juwan?
Yeah, I see.
You see where we at? Now, so now we got the dogs going to the vets as soon as we get them. Because the vet is going to tell us if the dog has any issues, and it's going to give us some pointers on how to take care of the dog. Now, I got the dog man service. So, I didn't go to the vet. I called the dog man. Because the dog man knows what he's doing. He tell me that you were consultant. And so he can tell us how to best raise our dogs and keep them healthy and stuff like that. But you see what I'm doing here, folks, right? You see I'm mixing that chicken, the cheddar, the mozzarella, the cream cheese, and that ranch dressing stuff in here. Now,
It smells good too.
yes, it does. Because the chicken was already set off anyway, because that was smelling good from the door. Now see how we want to turn this into like a paste, because we want to get it blended really well. And this is the work right here, because this is not a heavy meal. But this is going to have to go into the freezer. It's going to have to go into the freezer because we're going to put it in the put it in the flour, the egg bath, and the breadcrumbs, and back into the egg wash and back into the breadcrumbs, because this is going to be deep fried. You know, my hands, but because I want to get into this stuff real good, I'm going to put these on because I want to get my hands down to here. Now, maybe if I wasn't touching my equipment, right, I would have just stuck my hands in there, because you guys see me shoot, I just had flour on my hands, but I want to get this really blended. So I'm doing this like this. Look at this. Now I'm getting it the way that I really want it. Nice. Nice. You see that? Yeah. And you smell that?
Yeah.
We're going to be eating up in this piece. We want to put this into this 8x8 pan. All I did was... Now, it doesn't tell me to put it in there with my hands like this, but because I have these gloves on, I can do this like that. And this is easier than just scooping it with the spoon and fork, because I have all that stuff here, which we can have this stuff here, and I'm going to put just a little bit more in here because I'm smashing it to the corners, guys. Remember, I put the parchment paper is on the bottom because this stuff is going into the freezer. Now I'm going to take this spatula and I'm smashing it down. I'm smashing it down. I'm smoothing it. I'm smoothing it. This is the Buffalo Chicken Mozzarella Sticks. This shredded chicken. Oh my goodness, it smells like it's ready. It's ready to go in the freezer. We're going to put this in the freezer. Now, I'm going to put saran wrap over it. I'm going to cover it with saran wrap. Then I'm going to put it in the freezer. We want it to be in the freezer a couple hours because we want it to stiffen up because we're going to wind up cutting this. So we're going to put it in the freezer let it freeze. I'm gonna wrap it up with some saran wrap, cover it up, put it in the freezer, let it freeze, and then we're gonna get this ready for to put it into the flour, the eggs, and the breadcrumbs, and we're gonna drop it in the grease. But we'll turn the grease on by the time, let this sit a little bit, and we're gonna be ready. Because in a few minutes, probably another 20 minutes, we'll be taking that chicken out of the oven so we can put that into the honey barbecue. And then we're gonna throw that back in the oven so it can caramelize. We got 2 meals that we putting together for you. And we got my man, Juwan here, dog whispering, consulting on how to take care of dogs, your pet dogs. Because like I told you, I got a couple puppies for Christmas. They're being trained. They go in the cage when I say, I shouldn't have said cage loud, because they're liable to wake up. We'll be right back. Give us a minute. Reggie's cooked into life's lessons. Dog man, dog consultant, Juwan. Juwan, tell them your number. Tell them how to contact you, buddy, please.
My phone number is 215-571-9542. You can contact me on Instagram at Dogman Services, all one word. And my website is dogmanservices.com.
The brother's telling you how to contact. I'm telling you. I contacts him so he can help me raise my dogs. Thank you, brother. Yes, we'll be right back. Woo! We back, folks. This mixture of the shredded chicken, the Buffalo Chicken Wing Mozzarella thing, we spread it out in the pan. We put it on top of the parchment paper. Now, this is what we're going to do. There you go. Now we're going to take the parchment paper off. Okay, folks, we're back. I'm back with the dog man, Juwan. He's my dog's caretakers. He gives me advice and does what it takes to keep my dogs, my new puppies, healthy. In fact, that's the issue that we're going to ask them about. Explain to us about some of the supplements or about worms, about the heartworms or what's it called?
It's multiple. There's a lot of different types of worms.
It's a lot of different types of worms that the dogs get?
Yeah, so they're born with roundworms.
Oh, okay.
That's the first time, when you first worm them, that's the first thing you have to take care of, roundworms.
Uh-huh.
Roundworms are kind of long.
Excuse me, bro. Right here. You good? Right here.
Kind of long and look more like spaghetti.
That comes out of dogs.
Yes.
Now, folks, you see we have this frozen, and what we're doing now, we're going to cut this like this. And so they have, what'd you say, roundworms?
Yeah, roundworms. That's what they're born with.
That's what they're born with.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we see them in their stool, do we get frantic or what do we do?
No, you don't get frantic. I have a wormer that does the 4 major worms that dogs catch. One
medication that will handle all 4 types.
Yeah, so it covers roundworms, hookworms, tapeworms, and whipworms.
And whipworms.
Yes. Roundworms and tapeworms are the only ones that you can see with your naked eye. The hookworms and the whipworms, you need a magnifying glass.
Well, we ain't going to be looking for magnifying glasses to look for worms. I don't know so that is something that we should automatically feed our dog.
Do it, yeah, and worm your dog once every couple of months throughout their whole life.
Now, see, folks, see how we chop that? Now, see how we do that? Now, I'm going to show Juwan how we doing this, okay? This is what we're going to do. And we're going to put them on, we'll stick them on this pan. Okay? So, what we're going to do, we're going to go here into the flour. We're going into the flour first. We're going to go into the flour. Then we're going to go into the egg. Yeah, see how we got it all covered up? Then we go back into then we're going into the breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Going into the breadcrumbs. Then we're going to go back into the egg. Now we're going to go back into the breadcrumbs. Now this is so Juwan is got something to do with his hands. Now we're just going to sit these here. We're going to sit these here. Now again, here, let me put this. I'm going to move this. Now I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to put this here so you can grab some. Okay. And we want to, oh look, I already have one in there. But let me do these two and then, okay, I see the worm thing. We got the worm thing, I believe we got that understood. Mm-hmm. So what about nutrition? What can we do for our dog to make sure they're healthy as far as vitamins and things like that they're getting?
Well, my go-to has always been Nupro Gold or Nupro Silver.
Now that's the dog food.
It's a vitamin supplement.
Oh, it's a vitamin supplement.
Yeah, it's all natural.
So how do we do that?
It's a powder. You just sprinkle it over the food.
I seen a video with I didn't know what they were talking about. So I'm glad that you are telling us because I saw the video of them sprinkling something in the dog food, but because I didn't know what they were doing, it didn't matter to me.
Right.
But that is something that that we should know about, right?
Right.
Okay, buddy. Good. Thank you. And it's called what now?
It's called Nupro.
Nupro.
Yeah.
Nupro.
It's all natural. Has no gluten, no soy, no corn, no wheat, and it's real good.
Beneficial.
Right.
To our animals. Now, see, that's what I need for you to do for us.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna dip them into the flour. Get
eggs.
The breadcrumbs back in the egg wash and back in the breadcrumbs. Right there. And sit them right there.
Okay.
Now, I of course, we have the grease on, guys. Oh my goodness, I got my back turned. I don't want to do that. So we have the vegetable oil on, the grease, whatever you want to call it. Getting that up to like 300 degrees.
It fell apart.
So, huh?
It fell apart.
Okay, so that fell apart. So we're going to still stick this in there.
Okay.
And you know what? And it does say to do it quickly so that we won't deal with issues like that. Okay. So that's that, and I think that's a part of the reason of going back into the what you call them, because it's not. You only put it in there for a few hours. We didn't have it in there overnight.
Okay.
It wasn't in there overnight, so it's not brick hard. And I think that the reason why you don't want it brick hard, because I think you might have an issue cutting it if it was frozen solid. You know, I don't know, because I'm only following instructions. Because again, this is my first time doing it too. But here we are.
Another one?
Yes, yeah, buddy. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this and drop this. No, I want to do it like this. I want to make sure.
Am I doing it right?
If you keep breaking them up, I'm going to say no.
I didn't break that one up.
Oh, well, good. Keep going. Keep moving, man. Keep moving. Keep it moving. Because you guys know I like for our guests to help. Because we are all learning this together.
I'm not a cook.
Neither am I. That is the point. We are not cooks. We are doing this because we love to be in the kitchen. And look, just keep it moving, brother. Keep it moving. Right. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
You know what?
Yep, just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Oh, good. I heard the grease popping. So I'm going to drop that in there and see how that works. I'll drop one in because, it takes one to tell us whether the grease is hot enough. Right. And again, when I was putting this together, guys, the instructions did say to move right along. It did say move right along. So we're going to move right along.
All right, I'm gonna let you finish.
You gonna let me do it
I
now?
don't want to mess them up.
You don't want to mess them up. But again, imagine you being in the audience, you being on the other side of the camera,
Right.
and we're doing this. We say together. You done went and you done got the ingredients, and we doing this like this. Okay. So if you break one or one breaks, do you stop cooking?
Nah.
No. So do you stop doing what you're doing?
I got it.
There you go. There you go. Well, it's a message to this madness. It is a message to this madness. Mm-hmm. There you go. Now I'm doing this like this. This is going to, all I want it to be is right in some kind of way. That way, we can say we were successful, because that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to be.
This one I put back together.
I don't know about that one, but all we want to do is be. If we want to get this off, this is what we want to do. We want to get this off. And let's hold up for a second.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's rinse our hands off. This has the garbage disposal in it, so it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Okay. And then you got your rag underneath the table for you, so you can do, wipe the hand a little bit. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to throw some more up in the grease. We're moving right along because we don't want this to get too soft. So I'm going to throw these into the grease so they can fry up. And then we're going to continue to do this with this. And we're going to get them all in there. And we want this to look like something. Right, Juwan?
Yes, sir.
There you go. There you go. And come on, tell us something new. Tell us something else about the dogs.
I also have a kennel. I do boarding. You ever want to go away on vacation? You need somebody to watch your dog? I do that. I have a fitness program for dogs. Now, all the things I've told you about as far as worms, vitamins, food, all types of things like that, all that plays a part with my fitness program. First of all, I'll clean them out really good. After they're cleaned out really good.
You're talking about the dogs?
Yes.
With the supplements and the deworming and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, I'm talking about what I do as far as with my fitness program.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. They bring you your dog. They think their dog is super healthy because their dog is walking, but that don't mean that the dog is clean internally.
Right.
So and that's the first regimen that you give their dogs, especially if they leaving them in your care, because you want them to come back and their dog bouncing around like everything is everything.
Right.
There you go. They've been breadcrumbs up. So what we're going to do, we're going to clean up this mess, folks. We're going to clean this mess up, and we're going to come right back at you. Juwan is going to give us some more lessons on what we should do to take care of our dogs. We should have these Buffalo Chicken Mozzarella Sticks. We're going to have the ones that are dropped in the grease out. And we're going to finish up on the Honey BBQ Chicken Wings. And then we're going to put that back and let it do what it got to do, because it's only going to take 10 minutes. Once we put it in the honey barbecue sauce, that'll take 10 more minutes. Then, we're going to be Reggie's Cooked into Life Lessons with the Dog Man. I had another buddy named Dog Man. I don't know why they called him the Dog Man, because he wasn't no dog expert. But the Dog Man's going to give us some more information. We'll be right back. We are back. We are doing our thing in the kitchen. These are the Buffalo Chicken Mozzarella Sticks. Remember, we mixed the shredded chicken, cream cheese, mozzarella cheese, cheddar cheese, the ranch mix. We mixed that all in there. Then we went into the flour. We went into the eggs. We went into the breadcrumbs, back into the eggs, and back into the breadcrumbs. This looks edible. But we're not eating these yet. First of all, we're going to get Juwan to finish talking about the fitness his program, fitness programs for his dogs. As he's talking about that, I'm pulling this barbecue sauce that's in the pan. Now we got the barbecue sauce, and you know what? I grabbed this because I do want to put a little bit of the poultry season into the barbecue sauce. I don't think it's not necessary, but I like the taste. We fixing for taste. Then I'm going to put this honey, squeeze some of this honey off into this barbecue sauce because this is honey barbecue wings. I'm going to squeeze some of this. I think they say put a half a cup. Let me see. Half a cup of honey. So I'm going like this, and because now, not only I'm doing this here, and that's working out because now we got the half a cup of honey in there, right? Now I'm going to use a fork. I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to mix this up with the fork. In fact, I think I should put a little more honey in there. Because this is going to go back into the oven. The chicken is going to go back into the oven once we dredge it in this sauce here. Once we dredge the chicken here, which, remember, we put the chicken on bam. We put the chicken on the cookie sheet and put it in there. Come on, Juwan. Tell us about your fitness program. Please, please.
Okay, so as I was telling you before, I take dogs that are overweight, trim them up, and I take dogs that are underweight and build them up. So
I liked it that. I liked it that. That was cool.
Yeah.
You heard that, guys? I know. I forgot to tell him I chatter. But I liked what he said. He said, I take dogs that are overweight
and trim them down.
Trim them down.
And dogs that are underweight, build them up.
He take them underweight and build them up. He is taking care of your dog. Come on, Juwan. Tell us about it, buddy, please.
So what I do, and it's really simple. You know, I look at dogs as how human beings have to look at ourselves when we're entering fitness. So the first thing I do always, before I even take a dog out, gotta stretch him. And the easiest way to stretch a dog is have him stand up here, like when they stand up and they jump up on you, and you just take them and you just massage them, and just hold their front legs up like this, and you take them and just rub them down your back.
Oh.
You rub their back legs down, you massage them, and you take them out for
But
the walk.
this is a service that you provide, or is it service? I know you provide it.
This is a service I provide. Yeah.
And so again, remember we were talking about when people leave their dogs with you at your kennel,
Right.
that when they come back, because it's not like they're going for a month or 3 months or something like that. Even though I guess people could be gone that long. But you tell them what the fitness regimen that you putting their dogs through, and
Right.
which they should be putting their dogs through, right?
Yeah, of course. When people come and they first of all, I sit down with the client and we discuss the dog's age, the dog's health, exactly what they want me to do with the dog. And then once I start off, I have a 2-week program, and I have a program for a month, and I have a 6-week program. So it depends on what you want. But I'll sit down and I'll tell you exactly what to do. Because once I get the dog started, all you got to do is just maintain. So we do weight pulling, for weight training. I do cardio with the dogs. I do all types of cardio with the dogs. And I do fun stuff with the dogs. I find what the dog like. If a dog has a high prey drive, he like to chase balls, or he like to shake and grab stuff. I have all types of exercise equipment to keep your dog and build your dog up.
You're making the dog happy.
Exactly. And that's what it's about. It's about happiness and health for these dogs. And your dog will live a long time.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Right.
I like that. Especially, a lot of people buy dogs to raise their dogs with their children. So the dogs and the children can grow up together.
True. Yep.
Excellent, excellent. Now, folks, you see this. You see this madness right here. Those are the Buffalo Chicken Mozzarella Sticks. You see this madness right here. We throwing this back on the cookie sheet because this goes back into the oven. This is going back in the oven because these have to caramelize. And you know what I noticed? Because I left them in there a couple more minutes because I felt like they needed to cook a little longer. But now that I did
They
it,
smell good.
yeah, but I didn't need to leave them in the extra 10 minutes
Okay.
because I don't want them to be too hard.
Right.
And so if we do them, and again, not so that they don't cook too hard. We want them to be people to be able to bite them, and not briskets.
Yeah.
So, but now look at this. This is how they're only gonna go back in the oven for 10 minutes so that this caramelizes. I'm gonna put this back here. I'm gonna show you what we got going on. That is what we got going on.
Looks good and it smells good.
Oh, that's the smell is a killer, ain't it?
Yes.
The smell is a killer. Now, only thing I don't got no beer, bro, Roski.
Yeah.
So if we had some beer, we'd be really killing it. But I do have some whiskey. But now we got this. We got the chicken. After it's been into now we dipped it into the barbecue sauce and the honey, and so now that's going to caramelize for 10 minutes. We're going to just put that in there for 10 minutes. We have the Buffalo Chicken Mozzarella Sticks, and we have the ranch dressing that's going to be the dip. And we're going to put them. Oh, I got the lettuce, the lettuce that the chicken go. I'm gonna make it all fancy. We'll be right back. Reggie's Cooked into Life Lessons. Subscribe. I got my buddy Dog Man hanging out with me.
Dog man.
He telling us how to take care of our pets. He telling us we have to treat our dogs like they are babies. Because they are our babies that can't speak to us, so we have to speak for them. We have to look out for their health. We need consultants. Dog Man. We are wrapping this up. And to me, it's another successful show. Bam. I told my man Juwan, presentation is everything.
It's delicious.
Oh, that's right. This one. Then I goes here. Tell them, guys. Then I goes here. Then I goes here. I goes here like this. And, all right, those tongues got barbecue sauce all over it. So I'm going to bring out the fresh pear. So y'all won't think I don't know. I don't know what you think. Juwan?
Yes, sir.
Juwan.
Yep.
I said Juwan. Excuse me. I'm thinking about Juwan Wagner. But that's my people too. Juwan, Dog Man, we did it.
Yes, sir.
One love, one love, one love. Reggie's Cooked into Life's Lessons. Juwan, Dog Man. Give them that information one more time, buddy.
Phone number is 215-571-9542. Instagram is Dogman Services, all one word. Website is dogmanservices.com.
My peoples is helping me. He helping me with my dogs. I loves helping him.
You gonna help my stomach.
With his business. Oh, yeah. I told him, I can't afford to pay you, but I sure can help you out
Yes.
right here. I hope my keys wasn't here the whole time to my Benz. Well, if you send me some money, I can get Benz. Reggie's Cooked into Life's Lessons. Folks, you know what we're going to do. We're going to put a couple pieces. I'm going to put a couple pieces of this on here. I'm going to throw me a cow. I'm going to use my tongs. I'm going to throw that on there. Oh, my God, the green peppers. You know I love the green peppers. And I'm going to grab one of my mozzarella sticks. Oh, we have our own personal dipping jar. Juwan, please. Look at that, brother. Look at him. Look, I'm looking at this. Oh, my God, that looks so nice. That looks so nice. Reggie's Cooked into Life's Lessons. Juwan, the Dog Man. This is where we're going, folks. I'm sticking my Buffalo Chicken Mozzarella Stick in there first.
this chicken pop.
Oh my goodness! Hold on, let me go there. Oh my God! Oh, I didn't mean to say that like that. See you, folks. Catch you next time. Reggie's Cooked into Life's Lessons.
Yes.
One love.